The next section is simple equations. We are now going to have to start working and looking at variables. And the whole idea of algebra is to solve for the unknown variable to find out what is going to make a particular equation true or a solution of that equation. In order to solve or isolate the variable, you must work backwards through the order of operations. So once you identify your variable, you're going to choose anything on that side that needs to be removed, any other numbers, and you're going to do that first by getting rid of anything that is added or subtracted. It must go to the other side or be eliminated. Then you can work on multiplication and division. So let's look at the first example. Notice the x is my unknown, my variable. I have a -9 and a +1 on the same side with that x. The first thing I want to do is get rid of anything that is added or subtracted. So I'm going to get rid of the +1. I want to remove that from the left side. Whatever you do to the left side, you have to do to the right side so the equation will stay balanced. So we are going to subtract 1 from both sides. And that gives us -9x equals -81. Notice the ones will, they're basically disappearing, but what they're doing is becoming 0. Then the only thing left on the left side with that is attached to the x is -9. When they are right beside each other, that means they are being multiplied. So any time that you want to get rid of something that is multiplied, you have to do the inverse operation, which is division. So we are going to divide both sides by -9. -81 divided by -9 is a +9. Just as a little reminder, when you are taking two numbers and you're multiplying them together, if they have the same sign, that means that you have two positives or you have two negatives and you're multiplying them together, your answer is going to be positive. If you have a positive and a negative, they've got opposite signs, then your answer is going to be negative. Again, on example number 5, x is our unknown variable. We have a 9 and that is multiplied by x, and then it is subtracting 7. In order to get rid of the 7, since it is subtracted, we need to add 7 to both sides. We have 9x equals 0. Last step is to always divide by the number that is in front of x or multiplied by x. So x would equal 0. You can always make sure that you have chosen the right solution or found the right solution by substituting it back into the original equation to see if it makes a true statement. So I'm going to plug 0 right back in for x. 9 times 0 is 0. Continuing with the left side, 0 minus 7 is -7. And on the right side, I have -7. This is the same value on the left and the right, so therefore we did find the correct solution. The only solution to that equation is going to be x equals 0. Not all equations look the same, so we do need to get a variety so that you understand the process of isolating the variable. This time the variable is on the right side, and a, our unknown variable, is being divided by 4. Then, once we get that value, we're adding 2. In order to isolate the a, whatever is added has to go to the other side first. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. That gives us 4 is equal to a divided by 4. The 2's will cancel out or become 0. A is divided by 4, so in order to eliminate that division, we are going to use the inverse of multiplication. So I need to multiply both sides by 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Here we have A is divided by 4 and then multiplied by 4. When you have this scenario, the 4's will equal 1. So you have 1A is equal to 16. Checking your answer, 16 divided by 4 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So that is our correct answer.